Are you ready to validate your cloud skills and become an Alibaba Cloud Certified Associate? The ACA Cloud Computing exam is the first step toward mastering one of the world's largest cloud infrastructures. In this video, we will cover Alibaba Cloud ACA Computing Certification mock exam questions and answers. Unlock your potential with our comprehensive Alibaba Cloud ACA Cloud Computing mock exam. In this video, we cover 30 high-quality practice questions designed to simulate the actual Alibaba Cloud ACA exam environment, covering ECS, SLB, AS, and security. Follow along, pause the video for each question, and see how many you can get right. An administrator wants to ensure that an ECS instance remains available even if a physical server fails. Which feature should be used? Option A, autoscaling. Option B, deployment sets. Option C, snapshot backup. Option D, cloud monitor. The correct answer is B. Deployment sets provide a way to influence the placement of your ECS instances on the underlying physical hardware. By using a high availability strategy within a deployment set, Alibaba Cloud ensures that instances are placed on different physical servers, racks, so that a single hardware failure does not take down all instances in the set. While auto-scaling helps with capacity, deployment sets specifically address physical placement logic for fault tolerance. Which storage class of Alibaba Cloud OS is most suitable for data that is rarely accessed but requires millisecond retrieval when needed? Option A, Standard. Option B, Archive. Option C, ACA, Infrequent Access. Option D, Cold Archive. The correct answer is C. ACA, Infrequent Access. IA. Storage is designed for data that is accessed less frequently, e.g., once or twice a month, but still requires the same high performance and millisecond access speed as standard storage. Archive and Cold Archive require a restoration, thawing process that can take minutes or hours, making them unsuitable for immediate millisecond retrieval. What is the primary function of a health check in Alibaba Cloud Server Load Balancer? Option A, to check the billing status of the account. Option B, to monitor the network latency between the user and the SLB. Option C, to identify and stop sending traffic to unhealthy backend ECS instances. Option D, to automatically upgrade the instance type of backend servers. The correct answer is C. The health check feature in SLB periodically sends probes to the backend ECS instances to verify their operational status. If an instance fails the health check, e.g., the web service stops responding, the SLB automatically stops routing new traffic to that specific instance until it passes the check. Again, this ensures high availability by preventing users from being directed to a broken server. During a cool-down period in an auto-scaling group, what happens to scaling activities? Option A, the group continues to scale up regardless of the period. Option B, scaling activities triggered by alarm tasks are ignored. Option C, the instances are stopped to save costs. Option D, the health check is suspended. The correct answer is B. The cool-down period is a time interval during which the auto-scaling group does not execute new scaling activities triggered by cloud monitor alarms. This prevents the system from over-provisioning or over-terminating instances in response to rapid fluctuations before the previous scaling action. has had time to take effect on the system's overall load. In a VPC, which component is used to connect two different VPCs within the same or different regions? Option A. VPC Peering Connection Cloud Enterprise Network CEN. Option B. Security Group. Option C. vRouter. Option D. Elastic IP. The correct answer is A. To enable private network communication between two VPCs, Alibaba Cloud provides VPC peering and, more commonly for enterprise scales, the Cloud Enterprise Network, CEN. CEN allows you to create a global network that connects VPCs across different regions and accounts. Security groups are for instance-level firewalling, and vRouters manage internal routing within a single VPC. Which Alibaba Cloud service provides protection against volumetric DDoS attacks? Option A. ServerGuard. Option B. Anti-DDoS Basic Pro. Option C. Resource Access Management, RAM. Option D. Action Trail. The correct answer is B. Anti-DDoS Basic is a free service bundled with Alibaba Cloud resources that defends against common DDoS attacks. Anti-DDoS Pro Premium is a paid service for higher-level protection against massive volumetric attacks. ServerGuard Cloud Security Center focuses on host-level security like malware and vulnerability scanning, while RAM is for identity management. What happens to the data on a local disk of an ECS instance when the instance is released? Option A. The data is automatically backed up to ACA. Option B. The data is retained for 7 days. Option C. The data is permanently deleted. Option D. The data is migrated to a new cloud disk. The correct answer is C. Local disks are physically attached to the host server, unlike cloud disks, which can be set to be retained or deleted. Data on a local disk is tied to the lifecycle of the instance. When the ECS instance is released, terminated, the data on the local disk is lost and cannot be recovered. It is always recommended to use cloud disks for persistent data. Which of the following is not a supported database engine in Alibaba Cloud RDS? Option A. MySQL. Option B. PostgreSQL. Option C. Oracle. Option D. SQL Server. The correct answer is C. Alibaba Cloud RDS natively supports MySQL, SQL Server, PostgreSQL, and MariaDB, while Alibaba Cloud has migration tools and specialized services for Oracle workloads, such as PolarDB or running Oracle on ECS with specific licenses. Oracle is not a standard managed RDS engine option in the same way MySQL or SQL Server is. To provide temporary access to a private file in ACA, which method should be used? Option A. Change the bucket permission to public read. Option B. Generate a signed URL. Option C. Give the user the root account password. Option D. Create a new RAM user for every request. The correct answer is B. Signed URLs, also known as pre-signed URLs, allow you to give temporary access to private objects without changing the bucket's permissions. You can set an expiration time for the URL, after which the access is revoked. This is the most secure and efficient way to share private content temporarily. Each vSwitch in a VPC belongs to how many availability zones, as Option A, 1. Option B, 2. Option C, all AZs in the region. Option D, it depends on the VPC CIDR. The correct answer is A. A vSwitch is a basic network component of a VPC and it is tied to a specific availability zone. To achieve high availability, you should create vSwitches in at least 2 different AZs and distribute your instances across them. Which protocol can an Alibaba Cloud SLB Layer 7 listener support? Option A, TCP. Option B, UDP. Option C, HTTPS. Option D, ICMP. The correct answer is C. SLB supports both Layer 4 and Layer 7 load balancing. Layer 4 listeners support TCP and UDP protocols. Layer 7 listeners are designed for application-level traffic and support HTTP and HTTPS protocols. What is the maximum number of security groups an ECS instance can belong to? Option A, 1. Option B, 5. Option C, 10. Option D, unlimited. The correct answer is B. By default, an ECS instance can be associated with up to 5 security groups. Security groups act as virtual firewalls, and the rules from all associated groups are aggregated to determine the traffic allowed to or from the instance. In ACA, what is the purpose of bucket versioning? Option A, to increase the storage capacity of the bucket. Option B, to keep multiple variants of an object in the same bucket. Option C, to automatically compress files. Option D, to encrypt data at rest. The correct answer is B. Bucket versioning is a feature that allows you to maintain multiple versions of an object. This is highly useful for recovering from accidental deletions or overwrites. If a user deletes an object, a delete marker is created instead of permanent removal, allowing for easy restoration. Which service is used to view the CPU and memory utilization metrics of an ECS instance in real time? Option A, Action Trail. Option B, Cloud Monitor. Option C, Resource Access Management, RAM. Option D, ACA. The correct answer is B. Cloud Monitor is the monitoring service for Alibaba Cloud resources. It collects metrics such as CPU usage, memory, disk I/O, and network traffic. You can set alarms based on these metrics to notify you when thresholds are reached. Which component of autoscaling defines the template, image ID, instance type, used to create new instances? Option A, Scaling Group. Option B, Scaling Configuration. Option C, Scaling Rule. Option D, Scheduled Task. The correct answer is B. The scaling configuration is where you specify the parameters for the ECS instances that will be created, such as the instance type, image, OS, storage, and security groups. The scaling group manages the bounds, min, max, and scaling rules define when to trigger the scaling. What is the function of Resource Access Management, RAM? Option A, to provide high-speed internet access. Option B, To manage user identities and control access to resources. Option C. To store large amounts of unstructured data. Option D. To monitor the temperature of data centers. The correct answer is B. RAM is the Identity and Access Management Service. It allows you to create RAM users, groups, and roles, and assign specific permissions, policies, to them. This ensures the principle of least privilege, where users only have access to the resources they need. A user wants to allow an ECS instance in a private vSwitch to access the Internet to download updates, without allowing the Internet to initiate connections to the instance. Which service is needed? Option A. Elastic IP, EIP. Option B. NAT Gateway. Option C. Server Load Balancer, SLB. Option D. VPN Gateway. The correct answer is B. A NAT gateway, specifically using SNAT, Source Network Address Translation, allows instances in a private subnet to access the Internet. It masks the private IP with a public IP for outbound requests, but does not allow unsolicited inbound connections from the Internet, maintaining security. What is the difference between stop and release for a pay-as-you-go ECS instance? Option A. Stop pauses billing for CPU, RAM. Release deletes the instance permanently. Option B. Stop deletes the instance. Release pauses billing. Option C. They are the same thing. Option D. Stop keeps the public IP. Release keeps the private IP. The correct answer is A. Stopping an instance, specifically under the no charge while stopped policy, ceases billing for CPU and memory, though you still pay for the disk storage. Releasing an instance is equivalent to termination. The instance is permanently deleted, and all billing for that resource stops. What is the unique identifier for a file in Alibaba Cloud OS? Option A. Bucket name. Option B. Object key. Option C. Region ID. Option D. EIP. The correct answer is B. In OS, a file is referred to as an object. Every object is uniquely identified within a bucket by its key. The key is essentially the full path name of the file, e.g., images/photo.jpg. To maintain session persistence for a web application using SLB, what should be configured? Option A. Round robin. Option B. Session sticky persistence. Option C. Weight-based routing. Option D. Autoscaling. The correct answer is B. Session persistence. Session sticky ensures that a user who has established a session is consistently routed to the same backend ECS instance for the duration of that session. This is critical for applications that store session state locally on the server. Which of the following describes the shared responsibility model in Alibaba Cloud? Option A. Alibaba Cloud is responsible for everything. Option B. The customer is responsible for everything. Option C. Alibaba Cloud manages the security of the cloud. Customer manages security in the cloud. Option D. Alibaba Cloud only manages the physical hardware. The customer manages the network. The correct answer is C. Under the shared responsibility model, Alibaba Cloud is responsible for the security of the infrastructure, physical data centers, hardware, virtualization layer. The customer is responsible for the security of their data, operating systems, applications, and configurations like security groups and RAM policies. Which image type allows you to create a pre-configured environment including the OS and installed software? Option A, public image. Option B, custom image. Option C, marketplace image. Option D, shared image. The correct answer is B. A custom image is created by the user, usually from an existing ECS instance that has been configured with specific software, patches, and settings. Once created, it can be used to launch multiple identical instances, saving setup time. What is the purpose of a root table in a VPC? Option A, to list all the files in a bucket. Option B, to define the rules for traffic flow between vSwitches and external networks. Option C, to manage user passwords. Option D, to monitor CPU usage. The correct answer is B. A root table contains a set of rules, routes, that determine where network traffic from your vSwitch or VPC is directed. For example, a route might direct traffic destined for the Internet to a NAT gateway or an Internet gateway. How can you improve the read performance of a heavily loaded RDS MySQL database? Option A, create read-only instances. Option B, use ACA instead. Option C, decrease the instance size. Option D, enable anti-DDoS. The correct answer is A. Read-only instances allow you to offload read traffic from the primary master database. This is a common scaling technique for read-intensive applications. The master handles all writes, and changes are replicated to the read-only instances. In auto-scaling, what is a scheduled task? Option A, a task that scales based on CPU usage. Option B, a task that executes scaling at a specific point in time. Option C, a task that backups the database. Option D, a task that deletes old logs. The correct answer is B. A scheduled task allows you to trigger a scaling activity, like increasing the instance count, at a specific time or on a recurring schedule, e.g., every Monday at 9 a.m. This is useful for predictable traffic patterns, such as business hours. What is the maximum size for a single object uploaded to ACA using a single put object request? Option A, 5 GB. Option B, 100 GB. Option C, 5 TB. Option D, 48.8 TB. The correct answer is A. For a standard put object, single upload request, the maximum size is 5 GB. For files larger than 5 GB, you must use multi-part upload, which can support objects up to 48.8 TB. Which service helps you audit all API calls made in your Alibaba Cloud account? Option A, Action Trail. Option B, Cloud Monitor. Option C, WAF. Option D, KMS. The correct answer is A. Action Trail records all API calls made through the Alibaba Cloud Console SDKs. or CLI. This provides a complete history of actions taken by users or services, which is essential for security auditing and compliance. Which of the following is a benefit of using cloud disks over local disks? Option A, lower cost. Option B, lower latency. Option C, independent lifecycle, can be detached and reattached. Option D, no encryption support. The correct answer is C. Cloud disks are distributed block storage. Their primary benefit is that they are independent of the ECS instance's lifecycle. You can detach a cloud disk from one instance and attach it to another. They also offer higher reliability through triple copy redundancy. What does CIDR stand for in the context of VPC networking? Option A, Cloud Integrated Data Router. Option B, Classless Inter-Domain Routing. Option C, Connected Instance Data Record. Option D, Centralized Internal Data Resource. The correct answer is B. CIDR, Classless Inter-Domain Routing, is a method for allocating IP addresses and IP routing. In Alibaba Cloud, you define your VPC and vSwitch address spaces using CIDR notation, e.g., 192.168.0.0/16. If you need to distribute traffic based on the URL path, e.g., images versus API, which type of SLB configuration is required? Option A, Layer 4 Listener, TCP. Option B, Layer 7 Listener, HTTP, HTTPS, with forwarding rules. Option C, any listener with round robin. Option D, Layer 4 Listener, UDP. The correct answer is B. Path-based or domain-based routing requires the load balancer to inspect the application-level data. Layer 7. This can only be done with HTTP or HTTPS listeners, where you can configure forwarding rules to send traffic to different vServer groups based on the URI path. That concludes our 30-question mock exam for the Alibaba Cloud ACA certification. I hope these explanations helped clarify some of the core concepts of ECS, OS, SLB, and security. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more cloud certification content. For the full 300+ question bank and detailed study guides, check the link in the description below.